Mm-hmm. Oh, yiggity. Y'all know what it is. Today is a special day for more than one reason. Today is Juneteenth, the foundational Black American holiday that should be celebrated by us, and everybody should just respect it and not try to put their remix on it. But also, today is Jaylava's birthday. And we're going to kick it off right by learning you something today. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast. Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo, stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Check reparation, 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 check. Yeah, well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get yiggity, and I'm in the house. First of all, I want to say shout out to all the beautiful Black people that showed up to the FBA rally in Washington, D.C. I had a blast. I was moved. I was touched by a lot of the speakers. And, it feels real good to get yourself up off the couch, or in this case, in front of the computer, and put your money where your mouth is, and you know what I'm saying, and go represent for the culture. For those who didn't have an opportunity to do so, we did live stream the full joint for y'all to go check out on this channel. However, let's get right into it, y'all. Today is Juneteenth, so I guess we're gonna go over the historical legacy of it. It says, on Freedom's Eve, or the eve of January 1st, 1863, the first watch night services took place. On that night, enslaved and free African Americans gathered in churches and private homes across the country, awaiting the news that Emancipation Proclamation has taken effect. And at the stroke of midnight, prayers were answered, and all the enslaved people of the Confederate States were declared legally free. Union soldiers, many of them who were Black, marched out to plantations and across the cities in the South, reading small copies of the Emancipation Proclamation, spreading the news of freedom to everybody in the Confederate States. Only through the 13th Amendment did the emancipation end slavery throughout the United States, but not everyone in the Confederate territory would immediately be free, even though the Emancipation Proclamation was effective in 1863. It could not be implemented in places still under Confederate control. As a result, in the westmost Confederate states like Texas, enslaved people would not be free until much later. Freedom finally came on June 19th, 1865, when some 2,000 Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas. The Army announced that the more than 250,000 enslaved Black people in the state were free by executive decree on this date, known as Juneteenth, by the newlywed freed people. Now, if you like me and you come from Minnesota, what's up, Reef? How you feeling, sir? Salute. If you like me, what's up, Latika? Latika, be one of you. Yeah, I had a great time at the rally as well. I didn't know exactly who y'all was to come holler at you, because I would have spoke, but me and Teasy was in the place to be. I was in the orange cut the check shirt, and he was in the lime green one. So we was in the place to be. But we end up finding out 2 years later, and if you notice, that's the one they want to go with. And if you know white supremacy like I know, they like cruel jokes. And best believe, it is something that we celebrate, but I'm sure, couldn't wait to make it a federal holiday simply because, one, it commemorates them getting over on us and getting 2 more years of slaveries out to black peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to Charleston White the other day. He had said something. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. I want to see how do y'all feel about this? Because he got some points. I hate, really talking about Charleston White. I mean, I don't have nothing against him, but what he said was interesting. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on real quick. I'm gonna play it for you real quick. Hold on. Let me stop that real quick. Boom. I want you to hear what he had to say about Juneteenth, y'all. Hold on. And it's on SCLAD TV. We don't mess with him, but for the purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for y'all real quick. What y'all think about this?
Well, recently, the U.S. passed a national holiday for Juneteenth. You made a comment and said we can't be happy because they gave us one day. And I have an interesting kind of perspective on
Nobody
this.
cares about your perspective, Vlad.
It may or may not be unpopular, but I feel like I have to speak my mind.
I love to hear it.
Shut up, Vlad.
And I'm saying this as a white person, right?
Well, we know that.
This holiday was not.
Don't forget that you're a Jewish white person too. Don't try to be white when it's convenient. Why didn't you let them know as a Jew? Why didn't you say as a Jewish person, Vlad? Come on now, see?
Made to represent me. I understand that. From my point of view, looking out, the one thing that bothers me about this holiday, and number one, I'm happy that African Americans have a holiday, and it's nationally recognized.
Oh, you happy about that, but you ain't happy about that cash we want, though. You one of the biggest proponents of education as a form of reparation. Shut up, dude.
Federal holiday. But it bothers me that
when you say "but," that negates everything that you say before that, Vlad. So now let's hear the garbage that you just really want to say, because you started out with them caveats. You ain't happy, because if you was happy, there wouldn't be no "but" behind it. But anyway.
It bothers me that there's a holiday and a celebration for the end of slavery when there never should have been slavery to begin with. You're celebrating someone being treated as a human being when they were always a human being.
Also, with that being said, then you should also be cool with us getting that check for us not being treated like human beings, since you're actually acknowledging that there was an atrocity that deserves to be repaired for, Vlad.
And to me, it feels a little bit bittersweet.
I feel the same way. I say the day was much more valuable when they didn't recognize it.
Boom. I feel that. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't even know how Vlad be acting on his little get downs and all of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to a different platform real quick, just in case, especially when you be talking about, when you be messing with VLAD, you never know. I think he said exactly what he said here on actually on Juneteenth here. Hold on real quick. I wanted to get that part. Man, screw it. Screw VLAD. This is my birthday. I'm doing it.
How can we celebrate the day Dr. King died? The day he died, you'll celebrate the day death, right? So I'm saying, okay, they gave us Martin Luther King holiday. That's a nationally federal. What have that day done? Them giving us that day.
Nightfall.
By them giving us a day for Juneteenth, they acknowledge you guys were our slaves, right? We ended slavery, and not only that, you guys find out 2 years later. So we gonna celebrate that y'all found out 2 years later.
Exactly.
That's a spit in the face.
I feel the same way.
Well, I just want to point out real quick, because I looked it up as you were talking.
Here.
Martin Luther King Day is not the day that he died. It was his birthday.
I know his birthday, but I'm saying celebrating the end of slavery would be like celebrating the day he died.
Okay, got it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so they give us his birthday, but to celebrate the end of slavery, and that wasn't the end the day we found out. We found out 2 years later. So we celebrating the fact that we found out 2 years later than everybody. Mm-hmm. No other state really celebrates Juneteenth because they was already free. We celebrated because it was 2 years later. Nobody really celebrated Juneteenth.
On the contrary, bro, you never been to Minneapolis, Minnesota. We've celebrated Juneteenth my whole life. My whole life. Every year on my birthday, either the Saturday before or the Saturday after. It's usually the Saturday before, actually. But Juneteenth was always popping, son. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing it forever. So much to the point where I got a Black Panther on my chest. You can't make this up. I was born on Juneteenth, Black Panther on the chest, B1 on the chest, and B1 on the podcast. You can't make it up. I was built for this. That's just it. Anyway.
So now this is what happens. Capitalism trumps citizenship. What do you mean by that, Charleston? Now you got Juneteenth shirts in Walmart, Target.
Right.
They benefit off this now.
Thanks,
we don't. You're not going to see a bunch of Black people being able to sell out of these Juneteenth stores and Juneteenth posters like they do for the 4th of July. So now the capitalist wins off this, not Black people.
And with that being said, there was another thing, maybe for those who did not attend said rally, but Mr. Tariq Nasheed came up with a very good point speaking about just that. And I kind of wanted to share that with y'all real quick. You hold on real quick. I'm gonna share this with y'all real quick, just on the scrimp, just so you can kind of hear what was going on at the rally. But Mr. Tariq Nasheed had this to say.
These other things. Have y'all noticed that? Do they do that with other groups in their celebrations? Do they tack on other things to the Puerto Rican Day Parade? Do they tack on other things to the Caribbean Day Parade? Do they tack on other things to St. Patrick's Day? On St. Patrick's Day, they're like, everybody, you gotta wear green. That's it. With us, Juneteenth, they got pink colors, rainbow colors, trans colors, all of this stuff. They want to attack all of this stuff to Juneteenth. We're not the muse for everybody. You're not going to use us as muse anymore, right? Right. I saw some stuff out here in D.C. Celebrate Juneteenth and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're not hating breast cancer, but this is about us and our foundation of Black American lineage. We are good enough. Our family, we also got to pay honor and respect to the brothers and sisters in Tulsa who received a harsh injustice. We're still standing with them. We haven't forgotten about them. That was a horrible injustice. And we're going to stand up for them. Because the white supremacists like to use the excuse, well, the people who were harmed, they're not here anymore. Those people stayed here for over a century to see that justice is going to be served. And we're going to take the baton and make sure that that happens. This country has created and committed war crimes and paid the people they committed war crimes against. In World War II, when they bombed Europe, did they have a Marshall Plan that they gave them money for? Did they give money to Japan? They even gave money to Vietnam. Right? They gave money to the Iran hostages in 1979. You understand that? They gave money to the victims of 9/11. But when it comes to us, everybody wants to act like they don't know how to give us the compensation we're supposed to get. And we're saying no more.
That's right.
Now, family, we're not going to take any excuses that people give us when it comes to reparations. When it comes to giving us our reparations, everybody wants to play dumb and ask these dumb questions like, Tariq, you in this reparations, listen, why should I be punished for something that I didn't do. Well, here's the thing. We black people, we get punished for stuff we didn't do all the time. Every time there's a crime in Chicago, we all get blamed for it. We ain't got nothing to do with that. If there's a crime in New York, they start stopping and frisking everybody. We all get punished. And also, us getting reparations, look at how the language is. Punishment. That's not a punishment. If we get reparations, that's going to stimulate the economy. We're not foreigners, so we're not going to send money outside of the United States. That money is going to bounce within the United States and stimulate the economy.
Right.
They know that. See, they know the temerity that we have as Foundation of Black Americans, because the excuse they like to give, well, if we give y'all the money, you guys are just going to just buy rims and weed. And if they really thought that, they would have no problem giving it to you.
Hey, when you start listening to Tariq going in, boy, you almost get a little captivated and got to keep going. But y'all go check that out on the channel where it is and where it be. That's what you can do for me for my birthday. Go ahead, subscribe, like, leave a comment, grab a shirt, do one of those things. That's the love that I like to see. Matter of fact, I even got this. You can do what's this right here? Oh yeah. Support B1 News. I got that little thing up there. They be giving me all type of little stuff. I don't know if this works, but that works too. And then hold on real quick. I got something else for y'all. I got, you know what, they gave me this too. So like if you want to go grab the shirt, because Restream is kind of dope. But check this out. I could put this up there for y'all. If you want to get one of them reparation shirts, all you got to do is go to hold on real quick. I got you there, boy. Say it with your chest. Hold on, no, not let me do the ticker. The ticker. Go ahead and get your reparation shirts. Reparations don't stop just because the rally's over. Don't mean it's over. You dig what I'm saying? Say it with your chest.com, or you can go to keepitppodcast.com, or you can go to Jaylava.com, or you can go to tzvonsavage.com. It's a lot of .coms going on. Wherever it is, you can go get you a shirt. You know what I mean? And rep that there. That's what I'm talking about. Other than that, just to wrap it up real quick, on that same note, it says the post-emancipation period known as Reconstruction from 1865 to 1877 marked an era of great hope, uncertainty, and struggle for the nation as a whole. Formerly enslaved people immediately sought to reunify families, establish schools, run for political office, push racial legislation, and even sue slaveholders for compensation. Well, we still doing that right now. But it says, given the 200 plus years of enslavement, such changes were nothing short of amazing. Not even a generation out of slavery, and foundational Black Americans were inspired and empowered to transform their lives and their country. Juneteenth marks our country's second Independence Day, although it has long celebrated foundational Black Americans as a community. This is a monumental event that remains largely unknown to most Americans. That's because they want to whitewash most history. But last but not least, it says the historical legacy of Juneteenth shows the value of never giving up hope in uncertain times. The National Museum of African American History and Culture is a community space where this spirit of hope lives on. We was actually able to see that place and a few others out in Washington, D.C. for the rally. But it says, now this is crazy right there. It's a place where historical events like Juneteenth are shared and news stories with equal urgency are told. Nah, it's only one story. See that one right there? See, that's that Tether. I wouldn't even be surprised if a Tether wrote this for the Smithsonian. I wouldn't even be surprised. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me see if we can see who wrote this. Because I'm smelling all type of rhino jerky and cheetah pea on that last little sentence right there. You're not getting it past me, is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, sound tetheristic. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let them live. And I ain't going to hold you, but I'm emoji, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And I'm about to get out and enjoy my day. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in and running with us for so long. I know we took a little hiatus. You know what I mean? My life has been a little crazy since Miss Keep It P died. My mom. It's been a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody deal with things differently. And, you know, we all fall. But I woke up this morning. I was almost kind of like expecting a call from her. But instead, I got a bunch of messengers and texts from a lot of people, because you can't necessarily post on my Facebook. So I appreciate all y'all for tapping in with me, man. Something you ain't have to do, but it definitely let me know that myself and Mr. Von Savage are on the right track, disseminating this information to the people. Tia, we in there. Love you too, Mom, for sure. Yeah, the cheetah pea, you already know. But yeah, man, I commit to getting back on task and getting this content out to y'all like it's supposed to be. Because Mom did say keep it P forever, and I would only be committing blasphemy as if I slowed down and stopped. But, you know, sometimes we gotta, you know, break it here, break it there, do whatever you need to do. But I feel a sense of rejuvenation. I had a successful business trip with my partner to go rep the culture and the brand and the people. And I brought all that spirit back to get focused on what I need to do for y'all. And what I need to do for y'all is keep it P popping. Because the P is for the people. If you ain't keep it P, you got to stand on that. And with that being said, man, usually I don't do this, but I'm going to go ahead and drop this one time for y'all. Cut the check. Because sometimes I don't even be promoting the other stuff that I do. So not only, you know, will it be a documentary here soon, but it's also a song. Matter of fact, the song came first before we even started with the channel and the direction and everything. So without further ado, I'm going to let this rip, and I'll be back at y'all, man. I love all y'all. Y'all the reason why I keep going, and I ain't going to never stop. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha out the Doha for Shoha. You already know.
Look at him, man. Now that you got the joint about 2 weeks, don't you think it's about time you gave me my money? Told you I ain't had your money yet, man. Fuck you mean you ain't got my money yet? Motherfucker, everybody know you get the money from that robbery before you went upstate. I told you, motherfucker, I ain't got your money yet, man. Fuck you mean you ain't got the money yet? Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? What you gonna do? I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
Got yours, cause I got mine. Talking hand in net spin, Venmo stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Cut the check, reparation. 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 Talking compensation, it's about
there's one other thing.
All the conversation is about that time. You get everybody there, I'm trying to see about mine. Sick of trick bag language and just standing in line. FBA in the game, no more riding behind. I'm a high grand rising, it's the sign of the time. Be one on the grind, on go till the die. We ain't let shit slide, talking records to ride. 24, 365, FBA will survive.
Nobody know jack shit. Don't nobody know nothing? Somebody got to know something's going on. Yeah, I think your money definitely knows something. Sit your $5 ass down before I make it. Got 300 people working for us at all jobs. I can't keep my eye on every single one of them. Taking care of business. Now, say it again. That's what I thought you said. Because that's what I got right now. Nothing. $1 million a week business. Reduce the fucking numbers. What? Huh? Nino, it's your responsibility, huh? Nino! I never liked you anyway.
I got paid, sell on time. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. Talking band in net spin, Venmo stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Cut the check, 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 Hey, you know what's funny about that? Before I go, though, you know, it's been a long time we've been doing this, and over the time, you definitely learn stuff. You know, you definitely, you know, as you can see from some of the pictures or some of the people that appeared in the video at the time, you know, being a little new to the space and a little naive, you know what I'm saying? Like Professor Black Truth or Jason Black would say, you know what I'm saying, check out people's paperwork, you know what I'm saying? I don't regret doing any of that because at the time it was what it was. And it also goes to show that some of the people that's been down, right? Got Tori and Rain up in there. We got Vicky Dillard up in there. We got Tariq. We got Jason Black, Professor Black Truth up in there, Dr. Boyce Watkins for sure. I know there was Lioness Crown. There was a couple people. It was people that I, you know, mess with in the space. But that's crazy though, you know, just looking back on it, man. We be one now and we be one until it's done. You know what I mean? Go get that movement. Go get that music, man. It's not just a song. It's a movement. Man, it's funny, man. You know, I'm finna go out into this world here. You know what I'm saying? And I got, you know, my kids and my immediate family, but like kicking it with my friends and my people. This y'all right here. I really don't even want to quit broadcasting. I could broadcast for a lot more time, man, just chopping it up with my B1 peeps. This is where I feel at home at. So if y'all ain't know that, that's a little bit about me. I love this. I do this. I done said all the good stuff, man. I'm out of here, man. Love. Thanks for all the birthday wishes and all of that again, man. I appreciate it for sure. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha.